Welcome to part 7 of the build journal for Arctic Wind. And we decided to make a change in the color scheme that we were originally going for. What we were thinking about originally was white blaster with the artwork with a light gray accent. And we got the artwork done, and my daughter and I sat down before she headed back off to college and kind of talked through what we wanted to do and threw a couple colors up against it. And what we decided, both of us, and she's got a better eye than I do normally for most things, is that a flat black accent looked like it was going to go really, really well. So we've got I've got the accent pieces here: the pump grip, the muzzle, the battery door cover, and then in the top tactical rail. And in addition to that, we also painted the handle flat black. And the accent, it really went well with the bear, specifically the black portions of the bear on the muzzle and the nose and the eye. Came together, and a flat black we thought looked really, really good, and we liked it better than the light to the medium grays that we were looking at. So we've got those. I've got those pieces painted up and those pieces all ready to go. In addition to the other accent pieces, also went ahead and painted the inside of the Twinshock barrel assembly that's been converted over to Rivals. Painted it flat black as well. It's going to give it some depth, because this is going to sit kind of back in the shell. The shell's probably going to be about that far past it, so when you load it, it'll be back in there. So it'll give it some depth, and the flat black will give it some depth when you're looking down into it. Now, also with this, in the last couple of days, I've got the hop-ups done for these barrel assemblies. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to see. That might be the best view that I can do. It's still a little rough, and I may clean it up just a little bit, and a little bit of paint to go through on there. But what I did is I cut pieces of the mega barrels that I had taken off, and I cut little sections. It's about a 12th section, about a 30-degree angular section here, and put it in with this part right here being at 12 o'clock, being vertical, and then having it go to the outside. The reason here behind this is I want the hop-up to be mostly lifting the rounds as they're coming out, but I also want the spin to be a little bit off-center so that the rounds will curve outward slightly, especially when you get to that 30-40 foot engagement range. The round will come out straight and then kind of curve out, and the ones on the left side will curve farther left, and the ones on the right side will curve out farther right, and it'll create that spread. So when you're at 30 feet, 40 feet engaging a target, that you'll get a horizontal spread a couple feet between the rounds. And then with the main part of the blaster, the chaos part that's been converted over, putting the rounds down the center, I'm looking to get that nice horizontal spread so that you get a true shotgun effect. Not just 3 rounds going into the same spot, but 3 rounds going into space that will make it much harder to dodge. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at. There's probably a little bit of cleanup that needs to happen, but that's how I'm planning, and that's how I finally did the hop-up on these barrel systems. In order to match the paint scheme for the rest of the blaster, I really didn't want that orange magazine coming out. I thought that just kind of ruined the aesthetic. So what I did is I took the whole thing apart, and then painted the main 2 shells, left this the rubberized black that it is, so that it, for the durability, and left all the orange pieces orange for a function standpoint. And when this goes up into the blaster, you just see the white, unless you've got rounds in it, and these things will come down in here. But they'll be small, and they'll be indicators as to where your ammo. So you don't, even though you lose the clear on this, you can still tell how much ammo you have in the magazine. So I wanted to make sure that I wanted to make this so that it matched, get the color scheme, and really happy with the way this has turned out. So anyway, this has been part 7 of the build journal for Arctic Wind. Thanks for watching.